All right. Welcome everyone to another Just Add Ice live stream. My name is Just Add Ice, coming to you guys at 12:34 a.m. aka the 1234 a.m. today. And as you can tell from the title, today I'm going to be yapping about my 2026 New Year's resolutions goals, and then after that I'm going to be making a tier list for the first time on the channel, because I've been watching those tier list videos and I really want to make one myself. So why not, why the heck not make myself a tier list for fun? And yeah, just going to be talking about life, just wanting to get myself out there, because I have all these thoughts in my head, and I feel like if I don't say them out loud and I just repeat it to myself, that I'm going to drive myself crazy. Don't get me wrong, I love talking to myself, that's how I keep myself sane. But I thought might as well, use this opportunity to get myself ahead, as, this is still content, right? People, I believe, will still resonate with what I have to say, and, I bring myself, and that's about it. So, I'm going to be talking to you guys, going to be talking to myself, and then we're just going to be jumping right into it, okay? And then, of course, if I have anything else to say, I'll say it right away. Actually, I'll just say this right now because I'll probably forget as I continue. But first things first, with these late streams, I am just making this for myself, more so as like a preservation, right? I didn't want to stream this late, Again, most of the stuff that I say this on the stream, I mostly want to say this as a preservation for me to look back on in the future, because this is just something that I want to just capture, right? Like what my mindset is right now in this present moment, and how it changes as I grow older, and how I can make myself into a better person. So like even the words that I'm trying to articulate and the things I'm trying to say, right? First things first, how am I doing? I'm doing fine overall, but I've been watching different types of self-improvement content, and I've just been reflecting on my own life. And the beginning of 2026 was a little bit rough in my opinion. The first couple days were okay, but then right now it's like we're 2 weeks plus in, right? Today's the 19th. I would say like around the first week, right after those first initial days, I was struggling a little bit. Myself, and I didn't feel good about it, because it felt like it was like a new year, new me, right? It's some really cliche, like cliche shit at the end of the day, and I didn't really care about it, but I got through that, and then now, even before I started to stream, even right before I booted up the stream, I was thinking to myself, man, should I just do the stream tomorrow? Should I just do the stream when I wake up so that I have more energy? But the truth is, guys, this isn't the time that I want to stream. If it was up to me, I would have been streaming, at 6 p.m. I would be streaming at 5 p.m. I would be streaming probably earlier than that. I would be streaming at 1 p.m. I didn't choose to stream at this time. I'm only choosing this time because, one, my parents are asleep, so then I can talk freely as much as I want to. And then second of all, well, actually, that's basically it, to be honest. That's basically it, because, this takes privacy, and I can't really do this when my parents are around. And that's another whole thing where it's I feel like right now my parents are holding me back. I feel like it's kind of not fair for me to say that, because I'm also not making enough myself to where I can't sustain myself, right? So it's I kind of have to be, around them. Don't get me wrong. I am grateful for my parents, of course. I am very grateful for that. There's some family things going on. Again, I'm not trying to put their business out there. I'm trying to put my business out here on the internet, right? And basically, I feel like sometimes they hold me back. Sometimes they don't really let me do my own thing, right? Because they don't believe in it. But I've created such a strong self-belief at this point where I genuinely do believe myself. I have a goal that I want to become a YouTuber. I want to become someone famous. I want to become someone who's known. You can even throw out the term influencer. I kind of find that, term pretty cringe, especially a lot of these modern influencers. But, I want to leave a positive impact. And basically, I could do streaming, Twitch, YouTube, Like right now I'm making this self-improvement content, but I'm letting y'all know that I can switch up anytime. Like I've always been more entertainment based and entertainment focused, right? Like this is like my self-improvement era. But then who's to say that, I can be doing some more entertainment based content, right? So like I could do that in the future, like more so, like those popular Twitch streamers that you watch, like I take inspiration from Kai Sanat, Jason the Ween, a lot of those like FaZe guys that are now not in the FaZe clan, but in general, like these entertainment type guys that I would see on my YouTube shorts. But basically, this isn't really going anywhere. I'm just letting my thoughts run. I'm just like saying whatever is just coming up on my mind, right? Because like again, I have these thoughts, right? Like I don't know if it's just me, but I have thoughts. I have like these feelings that come to me, right? And of course I reflect on it. Like I'm not thinking of this like consciously. Like all this stuff is happening in the subconscious mind, right? But like I would be like getting some type of insight, and then I would think like, man, like I would reflect on it, I would grow from it, and then it would just kind of like linger in my mind for like 5 or 10 minutes, and then after that it would just be gone, right? Because again, we move very fast, and our brains like process this shit very quickly. So it's like if it's not that important or significant, we're gonna move on to our next thing. Next thing you know, I'm watching the next YouTube video. Next thing you know, I'm scrolling on Twitter. I'm scrolling on Reddit. And whatever emotion or whatever feeling that I was feeling in that moment, like literally 5-10 minutes ago, guess what? It's gone now, right? And again, that just goes to show that I didn't leave that big of an impact. But what I'm trying to say is like all the thoughts that I've been thinking, I'm trying to take that and put it on the street, right? The only difference is that now that there's a camera and there's people watching me, right? All of a sudden that energy shifted. All of a sudden, like, I can't get my thoughts out, or I can't, be as articulate as I thought I was in my mind, right? Because I love talking to myself in my mind. Like again, I would get these thoughts, and I would get these like things from like my parents talking to me, or whatever I see on the internet. Like for example, I would see this post, or I would see a YouTube short, and then like in my mind I'm saying like, damn, like this is crazy. Like I have an imaginative brain. Like I'm going crazy. Like I'm going like, damn, like this is such a good post, and it's like I'm trying to channel that energy into my stream, right? And again, I still have this anxiety. I still have like this uncomfortableness with talking to the camera, voicing my own opinion. So it just really comes down to just like me having to practice that, and also putting that and applying that into my own self. And again, this is a lot of yap, and I know that I'm doing this for myself at the end of the day. I want to do this for me, and I just want to talk to y'all. I just want to let y'all know where I'm at mentally and what I'm trying to convey. And again, this is a talking stream. I know my last stream was a gaming stream, but again, I'm trying to switch things up and just trying to feel whatever it is at the moment. So yeah, with that very long preamble being said, with that very long 8-minute preamble being said, now we're finally going to jump into it. Okay, so right here I have my YouTube channel here posted right here, and I'm going into my post section because I did make a community post 2 weeks ago asking you guys what are your New Year's resolutions for 2026,